Hello, everyone, and welcome to Hucker's Hideout. Today, we're back checking out the new pre alpha build for Anvil Empires. Now that we have an iron tool or two, it is time to expand the smithy and get things a little more automated. Anvil Empire's release date has yet to be announced, so stay tuned to the Anvil Empire Steam page for updates. The link is below. Now, please sit back, relax, and enjoy as we try and expand our smithy. All right. So as you can see, we are in cinematic mode. You can press O and you can get rid of the UI kind of. It looks pretty cool. It's good for screenshots, it looks pretty rad. If we press O again, we'll go back in. And so for extending our smithy, as you can see, all we really need to do is get a bellows on this to start and get a little hand crank. And so for our building, we will just go to the homestead, our squares, and we will just add on a couple squares here. One there, one there. And we will get these walled in, not a problem at all. But we just need a couple more spaces. And then we are going to also put our little crank wheel. So eventually, because we built by the river, my main plan is to go with a water wheel. So we got to build an aqueduct pump. I'm not entirely sure if this brings power. I'm pretty sure it's just water. So we will experiment with this later. But as you can see, we can't really find a good spot for it here. I think once we get rid of these trees, maybe it'll fit better. But yeah, we'll find a spot for that eventually. First off, what we are going to do is just use the power mill. This will give us power right off the bat. Not a problem at all. We will put this somewhere right here to start. Leave a little gap like that so we can walk around. And you can see the cost of this is kind of high. It takes a few amount of resources, so it's going to take a little while. But yeah, I'm going to get these things built up, and I'll bring you back once we have the smithy a little more automated. Well, we are headed into town. Hopefully, we have all the goodies we need. I am going to first off head and see how much the rope costs. I believe rope costs animal fat and what's it, fiber, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, fiber. Yeah, okay, here we are. Okay. Fiber and animal fat. Yeah, so we'll just put in some of this and get out some of this. I believe we need like 8 ropes or something like that, so we'll just do a bunch of them. Okay, that's 6. That's not quite enough. So we have animal fat left over. We just need some more uh, fiber, which is actually not a problem because if you remember on the first, moment of entering this town, we put up an order for fiber so that people could buy fiber. Hopefully, no one actually bought it, and I can just cancel it. So if we look through all the buy orders here, you can see, okay, so it looks like we sold 10 of them, but we still have 20. So we can withdraw that, and then if we cancel this, 20 fiber pops into our inventory. Perfect. So you can kind of use that to store some um, stuff, but I wouldn't really do it because there's a limited amount, and people get mad at you about it. And just try not to, but if it works out, you might as well. That's what's happening now. So we are just going to get 2 more ropes. And should we do 1 more for good luck, or 8 ropes seems like a lot of ropes. Okay, well, we'll be good with 8 ropes. The other thing I was like, we might as well get some copper nails while we're here. And some stone bricks. So hopefully we can grab all these and the stone bricks. This is why I brought our little cart, so we could fit some extras in. And other than that, I think we should be good to go. So we have rope, nails, and stone bricks to head home with. And so that should finish up our upgrades. And we have returned home with our goodies. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little scary. The enemy is, approaching. You can see they actually killed one of our towns, so they are actually getting closer and closer. And so we are going to try and finish up our little smithy here. This is probably not exactly what I should be doing. I probably should be helping the team a little more, but sometimes you just gotta keep on hammering away. We'll let the fighters try to fight. I'll come and help when I can, but for now, you can see we finished up our first little turny wheel thingy. And so then you go into industry and you select power connection rope. And then we'll go rope up to there. You can see I kind of reorganized where it was just because it was too steep. It could climb up that height. And so we moved it over here and now it should fit fine. And if you go to the like where it connects, it's a lot easier to hit the actual rope. Something I always forget to do, but you know, something you should do for sure. Let's put these in here before I forget, just in case a raider comes by. We don't want to lose our precious stones we worked for. And then we can go inside. And inside, you can see things have changed a little bit. We reorganized a lot of stuff. We moved kind of the forging over here. You can see most of that stuff is fine over here. We also have like a little meat rack. I really like how they updated the visuals to show all the different types of meat. Before it was like just all rabbits, and now it kind of shows you like a deer wrap up, you know, like and then so I think the common meat is probably the deer or the, let's see, boar, deer. Okay, so the boar and the deer look the same, I believe. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they're slightly different. But anyways, they're pretty close. But yeah, now we are going to finish up these. You can see that we need a fair amount of resources, animal fat and animal bones. And so we will get those in there. But what we will do is use all of our connection ropes while we can. So we'll connect this rope, I believe, to here, and then the next rope from here to here. And so we should have a little spinny dial basically that will work the whole way. So we just need to connect kind of the dots here. This random one right here will actually be for our grain mill. And so that's kind of nice that we will be able to fit the grain mill right here eventually once we need to. But for now, we are just using our ropes to connect everything up. Because this is really the important one, the bellows. It'll help us super fire this, but this is also a key one. It'll help us automatically hammer away at stuff. And so we will get this one finished up as well. But first off, it's going to be the bellows. Well, that didn't go as planned. I was about to finish up the build here, and it looks like the test is over. They finished up killing our second town here. We actually didn't have many defenses. I was about to run over there and try to help. Once I finished hammering these last few out, maybe they'll let us keep testing here though. But yeah, that was a short little test here. All right, and let's try and finish this up here. So you can see we are finishing our bellows. Very nice. Couple more pieces of animal fat get in there. Very good. And now when this actually heats up a piece of iron, you can turn the turn dial and it will heat it all the way up. We do have to finish this one in the middle here, which isn't a big deal. We just need 2 more planks, which we should have. Very nice. Very nice indeed. And then we finished up some ores as well to get them cooking, which is very smart. So you can see we have 20 seconds left for that to finish cooking. Let's get a couple more boards because we are going to want to fire up our forge here. Because now we can maybe grab this. Oh, come on, finish it up. Finish it up. Okay, there we go. Thank you. And so now when we put it in here, when we put it in here to heat up, you can see it'll heat up to the normal amount unless we are actually spinning this thing. So if we spin this around, you can see that it will actually spin our little dials. And so we are going to try and hopefully heat up our ore a little harder. Or hotter. And so you can keep walking around. You just push forward or back, you know, like you're walking. And then when you want to get off the mill, I believe you just press Q and you'll hop right off whatever side you're on. And the wheel will actually spin a little longer. Oh gosh, we got trapped. Oh gosh, we got trapped. That's not the end of the world though. We can get our way out here. Boom, like this. Whew, no problemo. But we will look at our furnace. And you can see it is actually all the way hot to the highest heat. And so now when you put it in on the anvil here, you can see we just finished our anvil. We can hammer it from super hot. And so this will actually start, you know, it'll give you more time to hammer. I put it at the window so I can kind of look in. But you can, you know, change whatever you want, but it'll give you more time to hammer. And then when you put it back, it'll, you know, give you back. The only issue right now is I have to hand crank it, but eventually you will automate it with some beasts of burden. I hope you all enjoyed this time, even though it was short. It gave us some more ideas on concepts on how to build and where to build. It's definitely interesting building on these steep slopes. Not my favorite, but it does work. You just kind of have to work with it. But if you enjoyed, hit the like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how I did, and we'll see you all next time on the next great video. Have a good day.